Most conversations about technology start with the same question. Is technology making life better or worse? It's a question that sounds simple, even obvious, but it's also misleading. Because technology on its own rarely changes anything. What actually changes lives are the systems that decide how technology is used. And those systems matter far more than the tools themselves. If technology alone determined outcomes, progress would look consistent. New tools would reliably improve work. Efficiency would translate into freedom. Automation would reduce pressure. But that's not what most people experience. Instead, technology often feels contradictory. Work gets faster, but expectations rise. Communication improves, but attention fragments. Automation spreads, but jobs feel less secure. That tension isn't accidental, it's structural. To understand how technology really changes life, you have to look past invention and toward implementation. Every major technological shift follows the same pattern. A new capability appears. Early adopters experiment. Optimism spreads. And then institutions step in, not to stop the technology, but to shape it. This is where outcomes are decided. Take information technology. When computers entered workplaces, the promise was simple: less paperwork, faster decisions, more productivity. And technically, that promise was fulfilled, but socially, the results were mixed. Computers didn't reduce workloads, they increased them. Because once work became faster, the system adjusted expectations upward. Emails replaced memos, but response times shrank. Spreadsheets replaced ledgers, but reporting intensified. Connectivity increased, but availability became assumed. Technology worked. The system adapted. This pattern repeated with the internet, then smartphones, then cloud software. And now, with artificial intelligence, it's happening again. AI is often framed as a breakthrough, a leap in capability. But capability alone doesn't determine impact. Systems do. AI can reduce effort, but it can also increase output expectations. AI can automate tasks, but it can also automate surveillance. AI can improve decision making, but it can also centralize control. Whether life improves or degrades depends on who sets the rules. This is why debates about technology often feel unsatisfying. They focus on the tool, not the structure around it. When people ask, is technology making life better or worse? What they're really asking is, are the systems governing technology aligned with human outcomes? And increasingly, the answer feels unclear. Over time, technology has shifted from being optional to unavoidable. You can choose which apps to use, but you can't opt out of digital systems entirely. Work, finance, healthcare, education, all run through technology now. That means technology no longer just supports life, it mediates it. And mediation concentrates power. Decisions move upstream, from individuals to platforms to policies to infrastructures. This is why technology feels different today than it did 20 years ago. Not because the tools are smarter, but because they're embedded deeper. Earlier technologies augmented humans. Modern technologies increasingly govern processes. They decide what is allowed, what is efficient, what is compliant, what is scalable. This shift is subtle, but once you notice it, it's everywhere. Consider how work has changed. Technology enabled remote work, but systems reasserted control. Consider how finance changed. Technology enabled speed, but systems increased monitoring and compliance. Consider how communication changed. Technology enabled reach, but systems optimized for engagement, not understanding. In each case, the tool expanded possibility, the system-determined outcome. This is why asking whether technology is good or bad misses the point. Technology is neutral. Systems are not. Systems encode incentives. They decide what gets rewarded, what gets punished, what scales, what disappears. When technology enters a system, it doesn't replace those incentives. It amplifies them. That's why the same technology can produce wildly different outcomes in different places. Different labour laws, different cultural norms, different regulatory frameworks, same tool, different life experience. This is also why technological progress feels uneven. Some people gain flexibility, others lose stability. Some regions prosper, others stagnate. It's not randomness, it's structure. Over time, this creates a pattern. Technology advances faster than institutions adapt. When the gap widens, friction increases. People feel overwhelmed. Burnout rises. Trust erodes. Eventually, systems respond. Sometimes through regulation, sometimes through constraint, sometimes through consolidation. We're in that phase now with AI. AI isn't just another tool, it's a system-level technology, one that touches decision-making itself. That's why its impact feels different, and why the stakes feel higher. Whether AI improves life won't depend on how impressive it becomes. It will depend on who controls it, how it's deployed, what incentives it serves, which systems absorb it. If history is any guide, the technology will work. The question is whether the systems around it evolve responsibly. This is the real story of how technology changes life, not through breakthroughs, but through integration. And once you see that, the conversation changes. It stops being about optimism versus pessimism, and starts being about design. Technology doesn't determine the future, systems do, and understanding that is the first step toward making progress actually matter.